News this evening about the victim in that scam.
And there is more information about the men believed to be behind it. Friday, we told you how the paving crew took advantage of a Vietnam veteran already struggling with stage 4 cancer. Tonight, in a story you'll see only on Local 12, Rich Jaffe has good news for the victim and bad news for the bad guys. Police know who you are.
The tiny stretch of blacktop on John Roush's Wilmington driveway cost John and his wife $6,000 last Tuesday. The pavers, with no signs on their trucks, showed up saying they had extra asphalt from a job down the road.
On the contract, when I signed it, the price was, there was no price in there.
But there was a name, Timothy Whitlow. Roush says Whitlow's partner, James Hearn, kept him busy on the porch while the paving crew quickly did a minimal job.
You know, how can you scam a guy that's got cancer?
We found that both Whitlow and Hearn are tied to what authorities call a multi-state paving scam. They're well known around Princeton, West Virginia, where they live.
They've never used actual physical force or even the threat of it, but the crew members, who are generally rough-looking, will gather around and just basically intimidate the victim. And they'll offer a discount if they'll pay cash, but it's a scam. They don't do anything even approaching quality work.
Roush's wife says she tried to protest the exorbitant price, but became afraid.
And then when it was time to make the check out, I told him this is too much. And next thing I know, all these guys, but the dump truck is up here on this porch.
Within 45 minutes of writing the check, it was cashed at the Roush's bank. The president of Cincinnati Asphalt, Joey Madden, says scams like this are common in his industry.
If somebody knocks on your door and says they've got extra blacktop, you know, there's no reason they should have extra blacktop on a job. You know, when you bid your job, you should know what you're laying, what you're installing. You shouldn't have any waste, you know, or it should be very minimal.
Madden saw our story and says he thought of his own grandfather and his battle with cancer.
You know, when I saw it, though, I mean, I got choked up. I showed my wife, and I said, we got to do something about this. And so I emailed you and said, you know, hey, we'll help any way we can. You know, let them know we'll pave his driveway the right way.
You got to, brother. And that's exactly what we did. Needless to say, John Roush was overjoyed at Joey Madden's kindness. No word yet on just when they're going to do that job, but we will be out there when they do so we can show everyone what a good paving job looks like. And also a word of advice here. If guys like the ones we're talking about show up at your house, call the police or the sheriff. Don't wait. John Roush tells me the Clinton County Sheriff's Office has handed the case over to their investigations section, and we'll let you know how that one goes. Paula?
Can't wait for the next chapter. So glad you did the story. Thank you, Rich. Well, so far this month alone in Ohio, 9 other people have filed complaints about paving scams with the state attorney general. For tips on how to avoid problems like this, just go to our website, local12.com, and select the Get It button. And we have a list of tips from the attorney general.